expect a CT-sided start. But Cobblestone has often been known to be very balanced towards the T-side more than anything else. So a lot of teams, although it is much more balanced these days, it still feels like they lean towards the selecting of a T-side play, but not for Reason Gaming. They're going to go with their defensives to start things off. They're on CT side to begin with. Again, the names are swapped, so we will get that fixed back in, but this pistol round is going to be very, very interesting. Shiki himself, he is set up in towards the B-long area. Double flash smoke going down. It looks like they're just going to go very, very quickly.
Trying to push in, and the CTs start to rain through the shots. 2 kills going over very, very quickly. Cinder and Rom trying to find those. Thomas finds one as well. Finally, a refrag comes out, but the damage has been done already. Now 2 players left standing, and a nice headshot comes out. Shaney finds Cray, but 3 versus 2. The bomb hasn't been planted just yet. They are actually going to jump back up, but a player has been boosted up. They are going to face some aggression coming out from Surreal here. He is going to go for the face. CT takes a bit of damage. Surreal comes out on top, and he's able to back away as well. Now he's 100 HP still, has the armor as well, and with Shaney on 12 HP, it's not looking pretty for him. Has 2 kills on the board, but he needs to ace it to win out this round. Has the bomb as well. Surreal waiting for the face, turns the corner, and he's just dodging around the crosshairs beautifully at this point. Looks like Shaney just pushes back up to the drop. Maybe going for some aggression here, trying to gain some ground as he drops down finally. Cinder would have heard that one as he turns his attention towards that mid. Surreal comes down as well, but there's Shaney to find the headshot, and now he turns it on. Has 1 HP left on the board, 36 seconds as well. Now he can run away to this A bomb site, get the plant if he's lucky, if they don't try and play too aggressive here. 1 HP means that if he takes out Rom, he has a chance of going for the refrag onto Cinder. Is going to play aggressive. 20 seconds left on the clock. They're waiting to hit out the bomb, but there we go. Cinder watching the back, beautifully coordinated there, and Reason Gaming take the first round here on Cobblestone.
Yeah, Shaney had low HP, so there was never really going to be a high chance of him winning out that kind of pistol round in that particular regard. So, I mean, it was good enough to be able to get those couple of kills. Sadly, it doesn't mean a whole lot of worth in his particular case to get 3 kills on a pistol round, because it's just pistol round. You know, players are going to buy up and force through anyway. Sadly, he didn't get the bomb plant, which is where I think his priority should have laid, just getting on that A bomb site, planting back behind the hut, and just getting that bomb plant so the Vexed side can buy up in the next couple of rounds so that they can get the early rifle. But not to be. In this case, they will force down. Double hand cannon, 2 Deagles, 2 CZs as well. And Shaney also out with the scout. He's playing out towards the middle area for the most part, alongside Rom, who's also playing for the CT side. But Shaney's trying to make as much vision as he can for the most part.
What you can get is all you can get. Pushing in Surreal, going to be taking the face here. UMP in hands. They start to go in. Lumji able to open us up now as he gets one straight, turns around the corner, gets taken down there as Vanity finds the shot with the Deagle. Now they are just going to continue to push on towards the A site. The bomb not planted just yet is made its way onto site. They are going to start the plant now. Cray has one of those UMPs handy as well, and he's going to be trying to get it in. P90 being picked up by Cinder, not too sure about that one. We'll discuss that, I'm sure, later in just a bit. Shaney does not quite manage to find the shot. The push on comes through, not too much armor on some of the players here, but there's Vanity opening up with the UMP, taking out Thomas, the P90, starting to come in, and there's Lumji on the flank, able to take down one, as Vanity chimes in with the other, and there we go. Vex even this up, and it could be another back and forth. What do you think?
It very much could be, and Vex playing that one very nicely. You noticed how the last player of that T-side was holding back around the area in the yard outside in the CT angle. And he was looking for those 2 couple of kills in towards the actual A bomb site itself, but Reason Gaming completely didn't really think about that at all. They were pretty confident that all the T's were on the site. They were pretty confident that they were holding out after plant positions, and they didn't realise that they were a little bit too far out of position in this case. So they will try and back with a force fire of their own, and Rom will make it work onto Shaney. Does get traded back out by Aussie to the 4v4. And it is, well, Vex just making their way on towards the A bomb site once again, looking for everything they can. But so far, not going to find a whole lot other than just another team there. Thomas will get traded out. Surreal wants him to try and back into 2 more, and just like that, Aussie, 4 HP to ace this one. It's difficult if we ever saw it.
He's going to rotate straight through the mid, knife out, looking at it, having a little glance down, not paying any attention, and Cray able to capitalise with the CZ. Now Reason Gaming take a very nice round, and again this back and forth keeps going. 1 each, 1 each, 1 each. Who's going to take the 2? Who's going to take that double round in the row? Forced by, I imagine, coming out from Vexed. Yeah, they spend all their money pretty much. 1k left on ballistics. So keep doing that. Lumji. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. But they are going to pick those up. The smoke jumping all the way over. Going for that early smoke in does mean that they can, when they arrive, have that smoke already available to them. So the flashes come in. They're opting to go for this fast strat here. Thomas playing close to this broken wall, trying to get the kills. Doesn't manage to find one. Cinder traded out as they do start to push into the drop as well. Frey trying to find the spray with the UMP. Doesn't manage to get it. In the end, Shiki and Lumji now left in this two-man push. Spray comes down, Lumji finds one, tries to find the second, but has to back off, has to reload. Only 25 bullets in the magazine. Has to fall back there, but tries to go for the peek now towards the B-bomb site onto the statue. Cray not trying to go too aggressive here. Drop. Surreal takes that down, and Cray chimes in as well, and now Reason Gaming 3-1. Vexed have to go for the full save here.
See, it's a nice strategy getting the smokes out towards the bomb site right here to smoke off various key positions directly from the T side. But I think the problem that Vex really had is that they weren't prepared to also push on through. All players were held out towards the T spawn area, so when they rushed down, they just didn't have enough time to get there in time. So sadly, not to be the case. Reason Gaming got their act together just as the smokes came on through, and as a result, the defensive was just held much more solidly from the CT side. So Vex down to Eco, no Kevlar, no utility, a couple upgraded pistols here and there, but that's not a whole lot of significance up against Reason Gaming. They got 2 rifles, 3 UMPs, looking to follow up the money, looking to take themselves up 4-1, a definitive lead against the Vex side.
Trying to push in slowly, trying to play those close angles, but I don't think that Reason Gaming going to let them rom, and Surreal both finding kills here. Lumji though, playing on that drop, just gets sprayed down as Cinder finds 2 with the UMP. A lot of money going over to them now, so Reason Gaming going to be sat high and dry here with the... no, wait, that's the wrong phrase. Sitting pretty. Say that. High and dry for Vex.
Yeah, not that great for Vex at the moment. They will buy it down. They have enough money to get the AKs coming out and the smokes and flashbangs as Stan and Molotov out for Lumji and all. And Vexed slowly go in towards a default. Once again, it looks like they're going for this utility play towards T-spawn. They're going to go quick in towards the B site, which means that they will go very, very fast in towards drop down. The bomb actually making its way back out towards the A site, so maybe they might try and sell the fake. The 3 players going down. Ozzy takes down Cinder. Nice start from him, but Rom is expecting the push to come in from the middle area. They've got to be careful of that, and they will split their way in towards the A site. Connector control has been gained. Thomas will try and see if he can get in Cinder's place and hold down, drop down in case any more T's come from that angle. He might get a backstab on Vexed as well, but Rom does fall down. There's backstab coming in his own right. Gray will fall. Thomas will get the kill on towards Lumji. Drops the bomb, does get traded out eventually as Vanity closes it out. That's 4-2, favour to Reason Gaming.
Still a lot of money on the side of Reason. They will be able to full buy, so we do have a match pause coming in. I think it's a technical pause there. Just going to try and get that one fixed up. So 4-2 on the scoreboard. A lot of money left on Reason Gaming, which means we are going to have the... just seeing what the reason is.
Sound.
Nice one. I probably won't say that. That's quite funny. But
we won't go there.
If you ask me later after the cast, anyone who's interested, we'll have a chat over it if you buy me a drink. Reason Gaming are going to be able to full buy into this one. We have 6-7k almost on a couple of those players. Just looking down the ability of them. I think the match is now on pause, so we will be able to get pretty much straight back into it. Rifles across the board again. Lumji sticking with that UMP. Won't be as effective against this full buy. Helmet's not being picked up by Thomas and Cray, so maybe if he manages to find the face with them, could have a lot of repercussions for him if they don't go for that. Expect to come up against those full AKs, but pretty much is. They will be traded out even if they do go for that. So aggression towards this B site yet again, just going for a standard along the side.
Here they come. Cray just shuts down 2. Very nice shot. Sprays his way on towards the 3rd and the 4th, but doesn't quite connect the kill. Cinder is there to try and pick up the pieces, and Reason as a result almost clean sweep the Vex side. It's very, very easy for them. And Vexed, once again, they went for this utility pushing towards the T side, which doesn't seem like it works for them. When they try and get all that utility over the edge, it just feels like it's a little bit too much work to also make their way back around and set themselves up appropriately for the flashbangs and the Molotov in towards the site and try and push the Reason Gaming side away. It just doesn't seem to work at all for them. They've got to flex this out a little bit more if they want a chance.
So the reason you go for that is so you can go for that super fast aggression, knives out, full on, all the way in, flashbang straight over. Even if you get flashed, you're just trying to get ground there. You're trying to get that line into the B site so you can push your side completely and take control there. But wasn't going to be, but Shaney to make sure that he gets the opening frag, traded out pretty quickly. Cinder Going to find that one as they try and find what they can. Lumji finds another one, taken down very low though, and it's traded yet again by Cinder. The trade god right now, but Vanity and Aussie both find one, and now it's just Surreal taken down there. Vanity is going to close it out, and it's back and forth yet again.
And this is exactly what I just said. Vex tried for that execution over the T-spawn so many times. 4 players held back towards T-spawn, then they made their way in towards long, then they tried for it. It was all so much planning, so much setup, and then Reason Gaming just so prepared for it all. But when they went quick, when they just went for simple flashbangs, when they went for pop flashes, when they tried to catch Reason Gaming off guard, it started to work. So Vex will try and once again go for a little bit more utility over the edge. They'll go back in towards that same setup again, but this time maybe a little bit more split can come through. A fake towards B wouldn't be that bad, but they just got to set themselves up as appropriate to try and get themselves on towards the A site here.
Bomb sitting high up on towards the drop. Linchpin of a map like Cobblestone, you can do so much with control of that position. Trying to edge their way in there would result in Vex actually having a lot of power here, but Cinder and Thomas both sat there waiting. They have now started to go down into this drop. One player has gone down. They are watching this like a hawk. They're trying to cover that sound of the drop with those shots, so I'm actually a big fan of that strat. I don't think they realize that anyone has dropped yet. Thomas, playing up close, actually has the mag 7. I didn't spot that one earlier, but actually, if he is able to jump up and get those shots, could be absolutely massive. But just playing it very, very slowly, and Vexed waiting for that aggression to come in from one of those angles in towards the drop. But they do start to take this aggression here. Thomas playing passive, playing down on the time. 42 seconds, he is going to hear those players start to move about, and Cray is looking to go for this peek towards Shaney. Has that AWP though, ready and waiting, tucks into the corner. Out of harm's way, waiting for the rest of his team to take the face and maybe go for the trade. Again, very, very slow. They have to go for this execute. Flash over the top. Cinder now is going to be the first time to find a kill. Rom finds one as well. Cinder finds 2, and he hasn't been taken down just yet. Shaney makes sure he does go down though, as it's going to be another one for Shaney. Thomas on the site has nothing to do with that mag 7, and it's just Rom now left alone. 10 seconds left on the clock. The bomb hasn't been planted yet. They need to go for this. He could distract them, but just long enough. He's going to be able to get the plant through. Has just enough time. But if he gets the trade, no, he's not going to be able to, as Lumji take Vex into a 5v4 on the rounds.
Well, that round was a bit of a mess from both sides in this case. We had Thomas getting caught out on the B side, just all over this particular, just right out towards the CT side of the CT spawn, but I just don't know what was going on there. The shotgun was completely caught out, long range, straight up in the open right there. So Vex could shut that down so easily. When they got on towards the site, Reason Gaming got the initial kills. Vex came up and managed to get a couple more frags back, and then from there, Rom almost was able to take down the bomb partner as well. So it was just a mess. It really, really was. And as a result, a quick tack pause will come through from, I believe that's Reason Gaming in this case, because obviously, you know, they're low on money. They've got to think about their own right. They've got to think about exactly what went on in that last round as well, because, I mean, you can't keep going on with plays like that. Otherwise, you may end up losing to Vexed. Simple as.
Absolutely. That's something they are not going to be too keen to have happen at all. They really want to pick up this map, especially since it's their pick. So really going in, trying to find anything they can. Playing those close angles, Rom trying to find anything. Again, taking aggression in towards the drop, but Cinder finds a nade to the face, and that is going to take him down to 25 HP. So they aren't going to have a very strong showing there at all. Vex able to take control of this drop will mean that they are able to pretty much go wherever they want. Cray does go down. Actually trades it out for the CZ. Molotov going to stop them from playing underneath there, and that damage is going to ring true. Cinder does go down, burns in the flames. True to his name, Thomas follows up quickly.
5v2. This is easy as Vex. There's not really much that Reason Gaming can hold. A good pick from Rom would be alright, but it's just not going to happen. It's a full eco for Reason. The Vex are going to be able to get a free round. Back to 5-5. They even the scoreline against the CT side. M4s will get brought up by Reason as standard. We get a couple more out. No AWP for them this time. They've still got the AWP on Shaney as well for the Vex lineup. Trying to play entry flag in particular. Actually, Cinder's got this shotgun. Okay, right. This is interesting. This is the auto shot. This is not the mag 7. And he's going to be hoping, he'll be prepared if in the case of Vex, do decide to go for this quick rush down in towards the drop down area. But Shaney starts things off, taking down the A site defensive, drops Rom, and again Vex will go for a bit of a fake towards the B site, get all their utility back in towards B, and then just hold passive and wait for Reason Gaming to possibly make a mistake.
Auto Shotty so powerful in those close range engagements. Absolutely devastating to a team caught unawares, especially if the first player down is an AWP. They can actually really do devastating damage, because if they miss that flick shot, that's it. They're gone. They are out of it. Now, looks like they are actually going to go for this setup towards the A site. The first time we've seen it so far. Bomb is rotating towards that. They are going to look to go for this aggression against potentially, well, could be anything they have. They are just slowly checking their angles, taking it by the book, but there is a very passive hold coming out from Reason Gaming. We saw this last map actually as well. Did go quite well for them several times, but we'll see if they are able to close it out here as they start to go for this aggression towards the A site. There's a player on B though.
Yeah, Shiniki's made his way on towards the B site, and this has gone completely unnoticed by Reason Gaming, so as a result, Vex going to get this information. They've got a little bit of time left. It should just about be enough to rotate in towards the B site and get the bomb down. And Cinder, he's the closest man to challenge. He's got a shotgun. There's no way he's denying this bomb plant. No way whatsoever. So Lungy on site now will get the bomb down. And Reason Gaming, well, what do you do in this instance? It looks like they're just going to fall out and let it go. Rom dead, 5 on 4. A retake that is extremely difficult and requires a little bit of luck as well as skill for the Reason Gaming side. So they're going to save it. M4s and all back in play for the next round. They will have a 4th round loss bonus. So with that, Rom should be able to also buy down losing his gun in that round as well. So 6-5, Vexed will be the man to take the lead. They will find it against the Reason side.
Yeah, they are just going to go for the hunt, but doubt they're going to be able to find anything here. The money on both sides is actually, yeah, looking pretty bad for Reason Gaming. Not too strong. They have about 3k each. Actually, Surreal able to get a frag, so a little bit more money on the board. No more going either way. 4 rifles saved into this round means that Rom's going to be on this Mag 7. They really do like their shotguns here. Actually, to be fair to them, Cobblestone is probably one of the only maps where I would actually rate buying the shotgun sometimes on these eco rounds. Can pay for itself. Obviously, 2 kills on that Mag 7. Getting that money straight back in the bank, and then all of that is pure profit beyond that. Any round bonus comes in absolutely to the pocket. Meanwhile, on the Vex squad, they do have full rifles, 1 AWP as well. Shaney has been very, very strong so far on it. The utility going on towards this B site, setting up for this take, trying to find what they can, and haven't really found much so far.
The problem is that Vex are once again going for this utility play over the T-spawn, but they don't do anything with it. So as a result, their utility is very, very used right here, and they can't get as an effective a hit on towards the site as they usually would be able to for a standard execution. So it's just all down to wasting the time at this point, and Vex, I feel like they're suffering because of it. Cinder gonna try peek on through, gets the auto shot down, taking down Aussie, and they have Molotovs to try and push them out of the way. No flashbangs, they've got 2 in play. 4 is ensuing. Shane gets down Ron, takes down Thomas, nicely done. Cinder's still on the site, he's playing close range. He's got to shut down the bomb plant, and they get double peek from 2 different angles. Cray still able to take down Shiki, doesn't get Shaney though, as the AWP peeks in once more. Surreal is the last man for Reason, and Vex playing themselves a 7-5.
Against all predictions, Vexed are starting to edge into the lead here. A save has to kind of come out, I guess, for Reason Gaming. No, they are going to opt to put these rifles back on the board, bring themselves back down to that minimum money there, as the Mag 7 once more trying to do something with it is Rom. Didn't go very well. Shaney actually managed to take down both of those players. A lot of utility going on towards this B site. Could see some fast action towards the B site if they are going to go aggressive here.
Here they come, aggressive this time. They're going to try and use the utility that they have invested in towards the B site, but Rom is going to get shut down. Nicely done with the Mag 7. That close range gun is out of play. Thomas on that through Chicken Coop, and Cray also on Rook. Cinder spots up Lumpy, and Lumpy gets caught off guard. Thomas comes through with a kill. So the man advantage tips back to the favour of Reason Gaming, and a lot of tag damage being done to Vex as well. Aussie is trying to peek. He's trying to find a kill against some of the Reason Gaming side and turn it back to the 3 versus 3, but Cray is the man that finds him instead. So the AWP and the AK for the Vex side is all that's left in play. The bomb held back towards Matrix. Cray gets a kill, and that leaves Shiki alone in an impossible situation. A 1 versus 4 getting spotted out by Thomas. Thomas will win the round for Reason.
Absolutely crucial that they picked that one up, so the buy did come to fruition. They did very, very well to grab that one, put it in the bank. Another pause coming out. I think it is a technical pause again this time. So we'll be back in as soon as possible. Vex Gaming have plenty of money. Just looking at the amounts of money, they've got 13k, 10k, 10k. 3.4 on Aussie, but 5.8 on Shiki, so he's going to be absolutely sitting pretty there. Shaney picking up that AWP yet again against those full rifles for Reason Gaming. I'm expecting that, yeah, they're just going to be pretty much the first full rifle round we've seen so far, if I recall correctly.
I guess so. I mean, it depends. If you count shotguns as rifles, I guess you could have a...
I don't count shotguns
yes,
as rifles.
I know. But yeah, no, the money is still sitting pretty decent for Vexed. After this play, though, it's going to be looking pretty not that great at all. So Vexed had a decent economy built up and bolstered, but Reason Gaming with a single round has actually put them down to reset potential. They should be able to buy back in the next round with Shaney on 58k. Sorry, 5800, excuse me, and Lumsey on 5k himself. So it will still look relatively decent from the Vexed side. So they will go into this quick setup for the Vexed team. Once again, the utility, I will just point that out right there. Look at all this utility that will come over the edge into the B site. Just straight out smokes, flashbangs, whatever they can find. There's lots of utility, and it kills the execution potential that Vexed can find. Unless they go quick. And again, they do this every single round. This T side, all 14 rounds, they have used that utility play. And Reason Gaming, they read it like a book. Vexed, it's now just all going to come down towards the after side. And again, I'm not a fan of this. It leaves you so little to work with after the initial execution has come down. Simba gets flashed out. Vexed get their way in towards drop down.
First frag will come out on this face, and it's Aussie to come out on top as they do take control of the drop position. Thomas playing sneaky up here, could peek and take out Shaney if he's lucky. A lot of damage actually going on to the Vexed squad, and there's a lovely peek from Thomas, able to close out that flank, and no threat coming in from there. Shiki taken very low as well, and it looks like they are just going to go towards this mid position. Turns the corner, Thomas finds a couple of terrorists jumping out a window, and that's not going to end well for him, but Surreal does make a fairy tale ending for himself, finally going down there as Cray able to get the refrag, and Shiki taken very low, has got the bomb on board, so it's going to be Rom and Cray to face off against him.
11 HP on Shiki, a 1 versus 2 situation. He'll make his way up towards the A bomb site, defended only by Cray, but Cray isn't looking the right way. Does Shiki read onto this, or does he go towards the B site? He starts to make his way in towards the hut. 13 seconds left. Here he comes. He's going to make himself known, and Rom will take him down. AWP peeks out. One shot was always going to be 7-7. It looks like Reason Gaming going to keep this one just as competitive as Inferno.
Absolutely. We did see a very, very close half the first time around. Vexed Gaming came out on top of that. But then again, it was a very close half the second round as well, so I've said it before, it can literally go either way, absolutely, at this point. I had Reason Gaming picked as the top team, almost a certainty that they were going to win this one for me. But right now, looking at how Vexed are playing, they're doing very, very well. They need to keep this standard up if they want to be in with a chance of taking this one home, because what a resume that would be to beat Reason Gaming here at I-61. Aussie for Dream. Getting the first frag towards drop as Cinder goes down.
Rom gets the trade back to the AWP though, and Thomas, a nice pick from Lungy. Just peeks out, drive-by, headshot, shuts him down, and just like that, the man advantage swings back to the favour of Vexed right here for this last round of the half. Although Rom's still fragging, this AWP putting a bit of impact behind the caliber. He takes down one more as Cray also goes full into Shiki, so Vexed are at the very least trading, but now they've got to get the linchpin. They've got to take down Rom. He's gotten both the kills for Reason Gaming so far. The bomb will be allowed to plant, the Molotov will go down, and it will keep him at bay from pushing in towards this B site and getting over aggressive with this AWP. So his teammate will take points. Surreal peeking in, looking for the first shot, and there's Shaney.
So
that spots him out, but doesn't quite get the kill. The counter flash will come on through, but no one from Vexed is going to try and take advantage of it. No one's going to try and see if they can peek on towards the kill. Instead, they will just hold face, and the Molotov will go down towards Matrix. Surreal gets the kill on towards Aussie. Shaney now forced into a position where he has to take an aggressive angle, and now Shiki will take down Surreal. Rom has to try and see if he can take him down, but it's just not going to happen in this case. Shiki with a great backstab, a 3k for him. Will bring the half to the favour of Vexed.
Only just though, very, very close now. Reason Gaming going to be looking to pick it up. Pick up their feet, stop dragging them. You need to bring your A game right now, because even if they can give this map over to Vexed, but obviously not ideal whatsoever. The scoreline right now, Reason 1, Vexed 1, that's what they're going to be looking to do. Just taking a look at what they're going to pick up here on the pistol round. Looks like they're going to go for an aggressive play here on the T side with the double flash and the smoke.
double utility set for Reason, except they've got P250s out. I would like to see that second smoke more for the execution than anything else, but it looks like they will do their damage. Good play from Thomas, getting the USP back up into a 4-on-5 situation, and a backstab incoming from the Vexed side. Surreal's going to be the first man to deal with it. Spots out Lumgy, who's also going to get the information here in the footsteps coming in towards the long side. Thomas takes down Vanity. Nice play from him, and Ozzy can't quite land the kill on Thomas getting the tag damage, but 35 HP, it's not quite enough, and Shiki gets caught out in the corner. Thomas is watching this, and will take yet another kill. Another headshot for him, and the pistol player for Reason will eventually fall to a TK from Cinder, but it won't be quite enough to save Lungy's bacon. He's in a 1 versus 4 situation, held back towards his long position. He's tapping away, looking for anything he can find, but in this case, Vex will find nothing, and Cray will shut him down. That's 8-8. Reason, even the score.
Absolutely what you need to do. Start the pistol round. You need to come in strong. At a deficit, you absolutely need to lay down the law. Say, you know what? We're going to go for this one. We're going to get it. Vexed. Actually, not a lot of money on board, and so only Ozzy able to pick up armor. The rest of them buying those HE grenades. So we could see a nade stack towards B, which, if it comes off, could be quite devastating. And they are actually moving towards the B site. Nades haven't been thrown just yet. They are waiting for any sort of signal that there is some aggression towards that B site. Reason Gaming do have a little bit of noise being made, waiting, priming those nades, looking for the volley.
This is very good from Vex. They know that Reason Gaming might be playing out, so the moment they see this utility come through, they'll get the grenades raining down in towards long. First one goes, second one goes. Not quite the damage output that they wanted out of it. They could get it a little bit better for the Reason side. It looked very, very good, but not quite there for Vex. The grenades doing a lot less damage than they had hoped. The P250s now will have to try and tap the heads as they try to make their way on towards the B bomb site, but Vex now second-guessing themselves, actually rotating in towards A instead. Oh no, not like this, guys. Reason Gaming have managed to sell a fake without even trying to sell a fake in this case. And they will have free access to the B bomb site. They won't know it yet, but as Cinder and Rom try to make their way on towards the B bomb site, in towards drop down Vexed. Oh, this has been played so poorly here.
I think I know where that pause is coming from. That's going to be a tactical pause on the side of Vex, because their coach is going to want to shout at them for that.
Yeah.
Do they have a coach?
Pretty sure.
Probably. Teams is late in the tournament. Well, you could be forgiven for not thinking so if they do plays like that, but geez, yeah, they're going to be pretty unhappy with that. Surreal and Ron both just getting those kills, and they're just going to clean up here. Cinder finds one, and Surreal gets another. Reason Gaming, off the back of a massive mistake for Vexed, pick up a round, take them further into the lead here.
Yeah, and I think that was the only thing that really won Reason that particular round, you know, like, it was just a complete total misread from Vex. They thought they were going to be all up and towards long, and when they didn't get that damage, when they didn't get the Reason response, they all just wrapped right back in towards the A site, and it was just, it was honest to God a disaster from Vex. I honestly have no more words for that.
I'll give you a little bit of reasoning as to why they would have gone for a play like that. What they thought was, oh, we've showed 4 of our members as they start to try and push onto the B site. They're going to rotate away because they don't want to take the faces on the pistol round. They want to make sure that they get all their tactical needs sort of met. They don't want to take the faces when they don't need to. They're going to back off. They're going to be disciplined. They're going to do whatever. They rotated away about 2 seconds after everybody got spotted out. And Reason Gaming were like, cool, we're just going to keep pushing because we have rifle advantage. We're just going to out-duel you. And, well, we all saw how that went out.
Yeah.
So, Reason Gaming now have the advantage here in the second half, having won 2 rounds on the trot. Do force Vexed into this pretty much full save, P250s on 4 of them. Only 1 nade, 2 flashes remaining.
And the advantage in rounds and the advantage in economy. Vexed down to pistols once again. No Kevlar, limited utility. And Reason Gaming basically allowed the full remit of taking out whoever the hell they really want to go for here. Shaney will not go down without a fight though. Will push the D-side players back in towards that water area. Cray does get the kill eventually. Starts opening up the A site for Reason Gaming. 60 seconds left. Ron will now start to push on through, but yeah, very, very awkward situation for Vex to be in. Got a lantern heads, got to try and see if you can catch off players off guard like that. Ron will back turn towards Ozzy, but eventually Ozzy does whiff the shots and Ron does come back into it in the end. So from now, just kills that will roll through for the T side. Thomas from a Cray, easy, easy, easy. 10-8, favour to the T side.
Reason Gaming pushing themselves a little bit harder than maybe they were in the last half. T side seems to be where they flourish here on Cobblestone. Maybe that's what they were what they picked it for. Maybe they don't have that strong of a CT side, but they know the map, they know the rotations, they know exactly how to play a team like Vexed here on Cobble, which is probably relatively unfamiliar for Vexed. I mean, everybody's played it at least a little bit, but have you played it enough to know what you're doing, especially against a team like Reason Gaming? You're going to be struggling if you don't know the exact positions people are going to be, but Shady certainly knows where Rom's going to be. And he's going to get the kill straight down through the smoke. Very, very nice pick up there. Vexed taking early lead into the round.
Gaben will be smiling on that shot. Vac Waves may claim Shady later on in the next couple of months. Straight through the smoke, kill, taking down Rom. And now Vex have a nice man advantage, although Reason are going to catch Lumsy off guard. Nicely done, the quick trade comeback. Really, no! He fluffs the spray.
No, he flipped it.
He flipped it, yeah, sure he did. One man advantage now back for Reason Gaming. It's just like that, Vexed. An awkward trade that will come through. A CT player on Shiki will try and hold it down. Gray's the first, looking for Gray as the next family. Gray will come through and Surreal will eventually claim his life. It's now Aussie and Vanity as the last two alive for Vex will start to flash their way on through. They blind off all three players, but Aussie didn't see the man on the site himself. He's trying to cover it up. Spots Gray eventually, tries to burst his way on towards the kill, finds Thomas in the end, and now Surreal's got 6 HP, close range on this peak. Vanity might be able to pick him up. He does have the bomb on his back, so actually the bomb plant will not come through just yet for Reason Gaming. Surreal in a very risky spot. If any man peeks, he is dead as a dodo. Cray getting 1 AK, and they will hold back, wait for the T side.
The pushes start to come through. Surreal getting a lot of tag damage down onto Vanity, playing towards that vent. Only 10 seconds left on the clock. You need to go for the plant now, my friend. They are going to have to start to push up. The bomb does get planted, so now they have this site. They have the time to play with it. Surreal could go down to this nade. Does manage to find the kill. Cray, now last man left standing on the site, needs to be able to pick off someone if he's going to be in with a hope. 16 HP left on him, finds one. Will he be able to find the second? It's going to be Aussie versus Cray here on the A site, and Aussie comes out on top. Vex Gaming take down Reason here. Round 19 going over, and 10-9 is the scoreline.
Oh man! A nice retake from the Vex side, but Reason Gaming, it was not without a little bit of resistance and a little bit of misplay from that CT side. Again, mostly down towards that A site defensive when there was a player around this around the A-yard area, just looking for that kill, but just wasn't able to quite land the shot in this particular case. So, Vexed got themselves in with another round regardless, though. So I need to make it work into the next one. They fought down pretty hard with the utility. And of course the weaponry, just like only $800 at maximum on Lumsy. That's the best that Vex really have after this buy right here. 3 rounds of lost bonus. And now they will try and bring it back in towards their favour. A bit of a bulk buy. They got the masters out, they got a UMP, and as a result, Reason Gaming, with a little bit extra force, will try and force the issue away from Vex. Rom will land that first kill in the 1:20 mark.
Vexed on the back foot yet again. If Reason Gaming pick this one up, they actually put them on the back foot. They will be able to take it down. So, already with the man advantage, Rom going to be pretty happy with that pickup. A minute left on the clock. They need to decide what they're going for. The bomb is more towards that B bomb site. Could find himself in a little bit of trouble if Lumsy actually opts to push back down the long, but it's not going to happen there. They're trying to bait out these rotates, but Vexed have learned their lesson from that previous round where they rotated far too early and they haven't preemptively rotated this time. They know that something's up. They haven't gone for the execute onto A. They know when the bomb's there. That Reason Gaming do just sit and wait and try and force those rotates, and they don't want to have the same thing happen again. They don't want to have the same chime that they did before. 28 seconds left on the clock. You've got to do it now.
Molotov will hold back the Reason Gaming side. They're moving 20 seconds. Here they go. Flashbangs out. Vanity will be fully blind from spray play on towards 2, but isn't going to quite get a kill. Shiki will try and through, and Thomas and Cinder will come out. They just got to drop the bomb. They just got to stop him from getting on towards the site. Thomas has got 4 HP. If they take him down now, then this gets very good for Vex, and Thomas will be denied. Aussie with 4 kills in that round, even the scoreline for the Vex side.
Anchoring that sightline, nobody's business. Aussie comes up huge. 4 kills, as you mentioned. Absolutely crucial there on that round. If they'd have taken that loss, they would be 11-9. At that point, on an eco especially, you're going to be looking at things like going to a 13-9 scoreline, and that is exactly where you do not want to find yourself, especially in the side effect, especially in such a crucial matchup so late in the tournament. And They are very, very lucky to be able to pick that one up. Aussie, brilliant shots coming through.
Vexed forcing the issue from Reason Gaming back down to a slightly balked buy, but it is for both sides. Vexed now going in with that opening pick, nicely done from Shaney, but take note of the 2 AKs. If Aussie or Lumji can get into Wood's position, they can basically negate the head armor of the Reason Gaming side. So a slight spike from their side could end up costing them pretty much big time. Rock will go down. Lumji gets one more kill. It's nicely played from Vexed, and the defensive on the A site is solid, as all 3 players do fall. It's down to Gray and Cinder as the last 2 alive. Held back out towards the outside yard. In mid, a pause will come on through from the Reason Gaming side, whether it's technical or tactical. We will all find out in just a short few seconds right here. So we've got 45 left on the clock, and Reason Gaming are in a 2 versus 5 situation.
Pushing slowly along this long. They actually have the advantage if they opt to go for it right now. No players actually watching it. Lumji trying to push through the smoke, going for the backstab, but he thinks they've rotated away. This could allow Reason Gaming the leeway they need to be able to do something here. 25 seconds left on the clock. Not sure if they actually want to go for this. I think they're probably wise to just sit back, hold on to those AKs, and that is exactly what they're going to do, especially given the money. They are, well, flat broke on Thomas and Rom. They have absolutely no money available to them. About 1K on the rest of them, so any rifle they can have moving into the next couple rounds will be absolutely crucial. So, Reason Gaming take the loss, save 2 of the rifles. Vexed Gaming put another one on the board and take themselves into the lead now against Reason here.
So let's assess Reason Gaming on a bit of an awkward economy. It is a tactical pause. They have got an AK out already on Surreal, who is the man who is one of the men who has already forced brought down. It's Crayon Cinder that stayed alive in that last round, but judging from that, it would initially suggest a force buy for the Reason Gaming side. And they just basically got to discuss really what they can do with that much. Vexed have now, once again, they had a lot of issues on the first map of trying to get started and trying to find sort of like their rhythm. Now Reason Gaming, they're facing the exact same issue here. Vexed had a pretty poor start to start things off, but now they found it and they're starting to take a lead back away from Reason Gaming. If they take this next round right here, there's a good chance that Reason Gaming won't be able to buy in the next one. They could force the issue, but it won't be a full buy. And then from there, Vexed just start to build 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16 rounds. Just keep on going more and more and more. So, tactical pause is done. Reason Gaming will now set up for their force buy. A site default looking to come into play early on here against the Vexed Gaming side.
Pushing in early towards that A site yet again. They have had success here in the past, but they did just get shut down completely by a beautiful set of plays coming out from the water player. But aggression is going to mean that they don't have time to take those positions this time. Lumji playing up high on the boost. Is going to get flashed out, has to drop down, and actually forced all the way back here. So now Thomas is able to push all the way up, looking to go straight past Surreal, opens it up. He is going to be able to have Shaney take the second kill of the round. Ozzy finds one as well, and now finds the second as well, pushing it on, and Sinton finally finding one, but it's not going to be quite enough. Vex take another round, and now 13 rounds on the board. Sorry, 12 rounds on the board.
Reason Gaming tried a much different strategy. It was very similar to what they had already tried. They tried to go in towards the long and short areas and split in towards the A site as appropriately, but this time Vex had the rotation. They had the men who were holding down the necessary points on the positions in the site itself. So from them, that's brilliant. And that puts Reason Gaming on an even more awkward position. I was talking about it earlier. CZ's out, P250s, Deagles. It's not looking good right here for this T-side. Reason on an eco, trying to get themselves up the backslash bonus buy for Vexed. This should, in theory, be a 3rd round difference between them and Reason Gaming, but they're spread out across the map, and actually, they've got a pretty decent line into the CT side here.
All on his chain, he can hold that angle, but Lumji goes down. Able to get the refrag with a very nice AWP shot. Surreal looking to get him on the fadeaway, but he finds the second as well. Thomas trades it back with 2 in the mid of the map, and now it's going to be James playing up close. Is going to get taken down by the CZ, and that's going to be Reason Gaming coming in. Massive there with a win on the eco. Didn't actually pick up the AWP. Okay.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Reason Gaming, that was not a round that they really should have won, but they managed to find it anyway. And it started off with a pick towards long and discombobulation around the A site as well. Not a good look here for Vex, especially with that AWP trying to take no scopes, just quick scope, just try and get some sort of accuracy towards that gun, because 9 times out of 10, it is never going to work, son, no matter how much you want to try for the hero play. Eco out for Vex, but the Eagle from Vanity will start this off. Ozzy comes in with a kill, and Shiki comes up huge as well. Vex may pull a Reason Gaming and bring the pistol to fight against the T-side, but Surreal still fragging. He's the last man in for a quad kill clutch, but the bomb is dropped out towards Matrix. Vex have full control of this round here.
Pushing in slowly now, needs to play this one perfectly. Shiki taken down to 18 HP. He's going to be running around all the way to the A site here. I believe that's him anyway. Yeah, he is just going to be sat there, but Lumji has the rifle. He's just going to be sat there, waiting on the right. Check the angle. You don't check the angle. That's what happens. Vex Gaming take exactly the same sort of round that Reason Gaming took in the previous one.
And that's going to do worse things for the Reason Gaming economy. They won an eco, they brought it back, and now they'll lose to an eco all the same. Vex restabilize their economy, they buy back in, and Reason, what choice do they have? They have to go for a force buy, and it's booked beyond belief. They've got an AK, they've got CZs, they've got Technos, they've got a decent stack of utility, sure, but this has to be an extremely quick play in towards the B side to try and catch Vex completely off guard. And look at this, already, the counter utility coming out. Reason, they're just raining every single flashbang they have into the site. Vanity gives away his position, but he's fully blind, so Rom takes him down. Ozzy comes through with a kill as the second coming out, and Cinder is able to trade him right back to the 3 versus 3. They have access towards the site, but Reason Gaming are pinned here. They've got the CTs rotating a back coming from London, who doesn't take a stun, drops the bomb, and Rom is left alone with a CZ who picks up an AK, but he's got to clutch this one out, using his Vex, takes the first, looking for the second, but he doesn't realise Shady is coming from the exact same angle. Ringer, Rose is right about it. Rom plays the one. Oh my God, Shady! 14 to 11. Vex hold it together, barely.
Just at the nick of time, he ran out of bullets and he was dodging around, jumping up and down. That is a spray you cannot miss. They pay the ultimate price with that round. Such a crucial part of the game. Vex taking desperate last-ditch attempt lead here. 14 rounds on the board. They are so close to being able to win this one. Reason Gaming, they are not going to be happy with that, but they start their push on towards B again. Ozzy, first kill going out. He's been so crucial on that B site, but Rom is able to trade him straight back.
4 versus 4. Reason Gaming once again. They need to find the CZ kills. It's essentially a force fight. They need to find it at this point because Vex, they are 1 away from this map point right here. They will take a second away from Reason Gaming, and they don't need that right here, right now. Bomb making its way back out towards the long side. They might just pull the rotation. Actually, they have pulled the rotation away from Vex, and Vex, Reason might find a way on towards the A bomb site, but Cray starts fragging, starts to keep the CTs over in B, and the bomb will make its way back in towards the site, but the last Cray is getting lined up by Shaney. He gets traded right back to the 3 versus 2. It's to the favour of Reason. The bomb will go down. Rom on 28 will still get the plant out, and Vanity and Shiki are the last 2 members for the Vex side. Once again, a very unwinnable situation, but they've come back from worse. Let's see if they can do it again.
The spray down comes down. Vanity able to find one onto Cray, and there's a second as well to follow it up. Rom does go down. Now it's just Surreal. He has got control of the bomb, knows exactly where it's going to be. Wait for the sound, my friend. You need to play off those cues. He's going to try and take the defuse. And there's Vanity picking it up, and Vex takes the map point. They are looking to take them to 2-1 into the third map with the possibility of taking it all the way with the clean sweep in this grand final.
15 to 11. Reason Gaming, again, they've got no choice. They have to force buy. Vex are 1 round away from taking another map away from them. And remember, Reason Gaming were the guys who came in with a weighted advantage. They haven't won a map in this series just yet. But look at this, a quick play back in towards long. Ozzy trying to jump on through, gets the spray on towards that first connected. Looking at Cinder, Cray not going to go down against the spray. Vanity with a quick trade though, and the CTs rotate en masse. They're trying to shut down Surreal and shut down Rom, bring it to 16 to 11, and they have a decent shout to do so. The bomb isn't on the back of Rom, it's out towards Matrix instead. And Vanity will take down one more, so 29 HP. It's not going to happen. And